ladies and gents, the last couple maps we've seen in small maps has been all land, right? We haven't really had many water elements. Well, actually, that's not true. There has been some water, but water hasn't dominated the map. And what we have here is a fairly water-dominant map. And I'm excited for this one because the terrain has produced some really good games in small maps. Which is funny because everybody hates this type of terrain in normal-sized maps. But we've got the smallest mangrove jungle ever. Let's get into it. We've got Doubt here in the blue playing as the Malay. And we've got Tato then in the red. Hello? There we go. We've got Tato in the red playing as the Romans. Now, this is like a watery black forest. There's a choke point between the middle, between the two players here. So I could see players wanting to wall that up. I think Black Forest has actually been one of my favorite ones. It was really fun. Even Hideout. The choke points, I think, actually add a lot to these types of maps. You can build on this terrain. But sometimes the little, like, white version of the terrain, like, I don't know, the more washed out version of this terrain you can't build on. I guess we'll find out. You could dock here in theory and see ships. And there's Doubt with a lumber camp. Doubt's going to chop wood over there. Tato could chop wood over here. Now, on their little islands, they have 2 areas of gold. They also have a stone. They also have deer. They also have water buffalo. They also have 2 rhinos, so lots of resources here. But yeah, I can't tell you guys if you can build on that terrain. I'm leaning towards no, because I think both of them would have actually walled here. That is really interesting. So this means that you can't wall towards your island then, right? T-West says you cannot. Fascinating. Wow, that's really fun. That also means, guys, that you cannot build, like, military buildings or towers on these areas. You could, like, build defensive towers, but, like, offensive towers is more risky as well. So this means... does this mean they cannot dock? T-West, can you confirm that for me? That's a big deal. I'm thinking they might still be able to dock because you're building off of this terrain. Yeah, so when it comes to docking, it's just, like, the edge terrain that matters. But you can't build directly... on this. So I'm expecting Navy, dude. Can we get T90 demo in chat, please? I won one big demo. And we all know that the people have the power here. I mean, like, Tato is the player who's so creative with demos, but normally it's sneaky. And I don't know how sneaky one can really be here. Like, it's just kind of known. Ooh, we could see a dock block. Check it out. If there's a dock here from Doubt, it would actually fully wall this off and block Tato from accessing. Let's see. Doubt wants to do it. Watch this. Ready? Bam. Oh, let's go. Dude, can you do a double dock block? Okay, so if you dock here, it goes out to, like, here. And you build a house here? Oh, he's going to wall there. Now that's blocked. Now, sometimes you can sail over this terrain, like the in-between area, but that would be a dock block right there. And Tato is also dock blocking. I think there's a hole here, but Tato could drop a palisade. All right, people. All right, this is really creative. This is really fun. And that actually, this block protects all their villagers. Also, Doubt, what are you... what are you doing with the buffalo there? I guess he's saving them for later. But we've really got something interesting here. Like I said earlier in the day, I really feel as though some of the best games have actually been on this terrain. Water Nomad was insane. I think there might have been another one I'm missing. But this feels like maybe even potential for Fast Castle. But if you're going to mass anything here, I think maybe, like, galleys could be the idea. Tato's already up. Tato is on stone. Interesting. So he still thinks towers will be strong. I guess you could tower almost like you would if you were 12 years old making a scenario against the AI. And you would tower, like, here and here. So you kind of, like, control the choke point with the towers. True Alcoholic says, T90, I always watch you on YouTube at 1.7 times speed. Could you please talk faster? Listen, True Alcoholic. No, I can't talk faster. All right. But also, the last message you sent, just to call you out a little bit here, was, hey, why not do the smallest force nothing ever? And that's already on YouTube. I know I upload a video every day. But apparently you didn't watch that one, huh? There we go. Towers on either side. Interesting. Interesting. Dude, this looks so cool, man. This is so cool. Yeah, you get a lot of dock vision with the melee, so Dow can actually see that. Those towers will actually shoot down the dock. Is that Tato's strat? Surely not, right? Why? Okay, Tato, why shoot the tiger? Oh, these towers are in range of each other. Interesting. This wall is really important for Tato because it protects the tower. All right, so towers still playing a role, as one would expect. There's still plenty of food for both of them. Tato is now using the galley against the dock from Doubt, but Doubt is going to add a fire galley to hit that galley. And Tato also adding a fire galley. And Doubt still has the water buffalo. Ooh, Tato lost a Vil. Tato also isn't fully garrisoning his tower here, so he seems like it. He seems to feel like it's better to have his villagers working. Now you have to chop through to the extra golds and stones. Tato might realistically chop through to some gold there, but I mean, you've got. I'd be shocked if all the gold is utilized on the starting island, even the stone. It's just still so much. And now Doubt is going to drop another tower here, which Tato sees. Tato's galley and fire trying to break through. Doubt could have a demo in here for all Tato knows, but it is just one fire galley. Have we seen any eco upgrades today? Does anyone know? It's been 5 games between Tato and Doubt. I'm curious if we've ever seen an eco upgrade. Thought this might be the one where we'd see the wood upgrade. Obviously, we have seen fletching come in a few times for the towers. Yeah, maybe Loom, if you count Loom as an eco upgrade. I don't count Loom as an eco upgrade. But yes, Loom obviously would have come in then a couple times. Doubt's still massing fires, and there's not a flag for every ship that's in here, so you never really know. And so it would always spook me. Especially if I have villagers here, I'd be worried a demo's going to pop out. So Tato has to pay really close attention. And hey, eco upgrade, let's go. Woohoo! And there go the fires there from Doubt. Does run into some tower fire, though. And Doubt can't go back home. Horrible for Doubt. That did not go how he was hoping. Loses both of those fires. Alrighty. Now, when you get to, like, maybe 30 Vils. Oh, a demo! Oh, demo doesn't kill anything for Doubt. The Navy really hasn't worked out for him. I think if you get to like 35-ish villagers, I think stopping build production is amazing here. Like, just try and go for castle. But wait, to go castle, you would need to drop a market. Can you fit a market here? Ooh, that could be really tricky. That's hard to do with this script. I think Tato might be able to squeeze a market here or chop a tree and squeeze a market here. Doubt, I'm not so sure. Market might not be possible here. Doubt is just hoping to land a juicy demo. But Tato understands the demos like everybody, like no one else. And as the towers get garrisoned and we have arrived to a very similar type of game, tower v tower. Is it going to be anything more? Will we see the Navy play a larger role here? Doubt may use the galley as a distraction. There goes the demo! Dude, Doubt, come on. Did you really think that was going to do anything? I could have told you that. I could have told you that probably was not going to work if the first 2 times didn't. All right, Mangrove jungle. It says small mangrove jungle. It's the smallest. We didn't label it correctly. And we've got 2 towers against 3 towers, and all the villagers are garrisoned here inside the towers. Navy has played a role for Tato in just killing the demos. But he hasn't made demos himself here. Now, you don't really have farming space either. We talked about that. Now, again, I wonder if, like, right now, you stop producing vills. Just stop. I wonder what happens there. Another dock here from Tato. They are so stuck here. Tato's still got water buffalo. Tato's still got deer. 4 to 2 KD for Tato. Dowd is massing full galleys behind this out of 2 docks. Can he go through the big wall of towers here that Tato's building? Romans don't get demos? Ah, forgot about that. Okay, so if Romans don't get demos, it's never going to be coming Dowd's direction. So that's actually good knowledge for Dowd to have, right? Okay, repairs are going to be needed. Maybe they will run out of stone at some point. Dowd with 2 tiles left. Tato with 2 tiles left. So they're halfway through their stone. Something like that. Peak Age of Empires, people. Woo! Oh my god, this is just incredible stuff. Mind-blowing entertainment. And, ooh, Dowd pops out with the galleys. Oh, and Dowd's going to go through. Oh, shoot. All right, here we go. Big naval battle here. Dowd's got the towers, and he's got the galleys. It's kind of making progress here. Well, actually, I take that back. His galleys disappeared very quickly. I just saw Tato's tower go down to low HP for a second, and I got excited. It feels like Dowd... I mean, the early demos really cost him. They didn't get any value for him. It feels like now the galleys have not done much. And oh my goodness, look how weak the villagers are. The villagers are so weak. This is brutal. Dowd's got more villagers. Again, they're both working their way through the stone. Dowd still has a chance. Dowd still has a chance. Still has 3 towers. It's now 3 towers against 3. Still needs to repair, obviously. This is a massive pain. Tato, it's so sick, man. Look at the weak villagers getting clicked away. That is really impressive. That one dies, and that one dies, though. Good stuff for Dowd. Galleys will go forward again. Villager death on both sides. Not a good day to be a villager. And you thought a normal game was bad. And Dowd, making progress. I mean, the galleys, if nothing else, are a nice little distraction here. 40 population for both of them. There's 20 bucks on the line for this nonsense. And then the winner of the series gets 150. Loser will still get 100. And Dowd, good comeback. Snipes the scout there. I don't know how valuable the scout really is at this point, but it's still a kill. So that's a morale booster. And these towers for Tata are on fire. Behind this, he's actually fish trapping for food because farms are hard to fit. And now there's a mill from Dowd. So he can maybe make a market. But again, I don't know if he could fit a market. Again, I really think you stop Vill production and get to a point where you buy food for Castle Age. Bodcanero on the towers would be so helpful. Or a castle. But again, who can build a castle with this terrain? Tata says, fine, I will fall back further. He's retreating, guys. Retreat, Tower Edition. And there goes Dowd with the market. What a close game. Oh, demo again? Expected. But we respect Dowd. Expected result, but respect for Dowd for trying it. That's the 3rd demo that has not killed anything. But actually, I think it did take out the tower, so... Tower might have gone down anyways. So Tato has food income. Dowd does not. And Dowd is using the market. He needs to buy a little bit more food. He just bought the food. Now he needs to sell resources to get the gold. And then he'll be up. Now, this is going to crack me up. Dowd's going to make it to Castle Age. I don't actually know if he can afford to do anything with it. I mean, at least early on, he won't be able to. He needs 200 food for Bodcanero. He doesn't have food income. So maybe a siege workshop? Can you fit a siege workshop somewhere? I guess maybe you could fit the siege workshop here. Okay, so there is space. Guard tower. Well, guard tower also costs food, and then you also need the university, right? So it's kind of the same thing. I've seen multiple games in this where the player who goes Castle Age can't take advantage of it, and then they lose. But Doubt's position should be really strong. Deleting the TC is an interesting move. It does feel unnatural, though. But that would be a nice bit of space. We are actually having a game go to Castle Age. The previous game, Doubt was on the way to Castle Age. That is going to freak Tato out. Tato's not going to believe that. Tato's going to be like, what? There's Bodcanero for Doubt. He can actually afford it. And Tato realizes this is bad for me. Castle Age is not something I can achieve. So Tato dives beneath the towers. He's winning the tower war right now. And so Doubt is going to have one less tower than Tato here. Tato buying some food. He will see the prices, so he will know that Doubt must have used the market for that. Now, interesting detail is Tato is he's cut through to this gold. He is also cut through to this area, so that's something he's paid attention to. Doubt never chopped the area that had this. I think he did have... I mean, he will slowly do that. Right now, Tato's towers are completely fine. And Doubt still can't afford a Mangonel. So, I don't know if Castle Age is necessarily... It hasn't done anything immediately for Doubt, but that's really good for Doubt. What a close game. Bodkin would be huge if Doubt had a tower that Tato couldn't range, which I think might be the case here. Yeah, I think this tower's important. That tower cannot be hit by Tato's towers. But Tato's soon going to click up. Let's look at Res Collected. Tato's selling everything and buying whatever he can. Res Collected here. Doubt's collected more wood and Doubt's collected more gold. Tato's collected a little bit more food. And Tato now going to click up to Castle Age, and now he's 2.5 minutes away from his own upgrades. Does Tato have one more neutral stone? Well, the word you used there kind of answers what it is, right? It's neutral, right? So there are resources that belong to players, which are the resources that are on their island. And then the other resources you have to chop through to. It does seem like this stone... I'm not really sure how that's supposed to gen, but this stone could be important for Tato. But they're extra resources. It's a random map script. Doubt soon close to this gold and maybe relic. I mean, feels like the next 90 seconds could swing things big. Doubt's got he's got the Bodcanero upgrade, but now he's got 2 Mangonels. Feudal Age towers are very weak against siege. And great progress here from Doubt. That is going to be a tower that goes down for Tato, meaning he only has one then. So he needs to go full Navy, I think, to have a chance. And Tato just taps out. Tato just taps out. He doesn't think he has any shot here. Would have liked to have seen a little bit more Navy. He's got the 2 docks here. He had resources. He's had gold. He had wood. But the Castle Age play from Doubt was really smart. Look at the... Look at the more sorry, words are hard right now. Look at the total villagers. So, really not a big difference. But there was a point where Doubt said, we'll just stop producing vills. Which I think is really smart. You stop producing vills because food is really hard to come by. And then, use the market to get food and click up. So maybe if Doubt had less competitive Castle Age time, Tato's in Castle Age at the same time, makes use of the stone and the gold or whatever else. But GG. Tato did not cancel Castle Age. When player resigns, all the resources go back into the bank. Resources collected was pretty close. So we didn't see only towers in that one. I really like that, though. It was really interesting how they had the dock block it. Really creative from both of them. And I think, Doubt and Tato both realized that Navy was more of a situational thing, and the more consistent way to control this area was to try and use those towers. So, GG.